How was that?
Let's try something a bit more challenging, shall we? Aitia Vel Inara. Try now.
You tell me I have this destiny to save the world from Dark and Rawl, and there's soldiers are out there trying to kill me. But instead of looking for him, I'm slicing fruit for your breakfast.
Rawl and his minions live in the shadows. Some even cloak themselves in black magic. By the time you lay eyes on them... Again. What are you doing?
Following my instincts?
You're guessing. As a number 4 seeker, to see that which is not there, gaze upon what is. You must learn to perceive the world as no one else can. Again. Don't be too impressed with yourself. Your enemies will be far more devious than a melon.
Richard!
I'm sorry.
What are you...
No, sorry. I didn't know you're there.
Richard! Someone's stealing our horses!
What?
The horses!
Whoa!
Man makes up for their horses right under the nose of the Seeker?
I was distracted.
What on the prophet's good earth could have distracted you?
He was just a boy. Couldn't have been any older than 16. Was I supposed to kill him?
Where there is no way, the Seeker will find a path. Lesson number 4.
You said the last one was number 4.
Number 5, then!
Are you making these up?
Which way did he go?
Southeast.
He's riding for Drundril.
Perhaps someone there will be kind enough to sell us back our horses.
Caleb, about back at the river. I didn't see anything.
Richard, you should never lie to a confessor.
Back so soon.
How much for the horses?
1 vial.
That's all?
You want it or not? pleasure doing business.
That one.
Miranda. Hi.
Thanks.
Miranda.
Stay away from me.
So any idea at all?
Take a look around. This town is filled with thieves and cheats. There are dozens of boys who could have stolen your horses. My compliments. Looks like you could use it.
Thanks. Hope you had better luck than I did.
No one admits to knowing anything.
Maybe you should just confess them all to find out if anyone's lying.
You can do that? I think I know where to find a horse thief.
How do you know where we're going?
I don't know, I've just got this feeling. It's this way.
Is this something you've been teaching him?
No, I can't take credit for this. There hasn't been a true seeker in 1,000 years. We may not know what Richard's full potential is.
That's him.
Maybe I shouldn't have been so quick to dismiss your instincts.
Tell us where the horses are.
I don't have them anymore, but I can tell you who does for 20 pieces of gold.
All I have is one piece of steel. Now tell me where they are.
I can't. The peddlers will kill me.
What peddlers?
Perhaps the gentle touch of a confessor will convince you to be more cooperative.
All right. I'll take you to them.
You need something? Give me luck at the table. I can't make you lucky. I can give you this. You'll be able to see right through your opponent's cards.
Sir, I believe you have some horses that were stolen from us. We want them back.
I mean, the horses he traded me.
Look, we didn't come here to fight. We just want what belongs to us.
Get rid of them. You brought these people here?
Stop. I'm warning you. No.
He's a wizard!
You all right?
Hello again. I see you found the boy you were looking for. Glad I could be of service.
What? What do you mean?
The pint you drank? I mixed in something magical. An elixir. Helps you find whatever it is you're looking for.
You put something in my drink?
You didn't really think you had some kind of special power, did you? I have more of that potion. Others too. If you're interested, you know where to find me.
Something wrong?
Oh, I'm fine.
Gentlemen, this is my store. If you need supplies...
Oh, no, thanks. We have to be on our way.
I saw your blade. The markings. It's the sort of truth, isn't it?
It is.
You're the Seeker. You could save this town from the men who were trying to destroy it.
There's another wizard in the village.
Another wizard.
It'll be good to have some company. Bring him to me.
The prophecy said that the Seeker would one day return and lift the shroud of darkness from our lives, but most people thought it was just legend. But here you are, ready to save our village from these magic peddlers.
They sell magic?
On every street corner, in the tavern. Seems like everybody in the village is buying their potions. I've lost most of my customers. Farmers are not sowing their fields. Children are being left to go hungry. That boy I saw you with, Jack.
What about him?
He was a fine young man until his parents traded everything they had for magic, even their home. He was left to fend for himself.
What kind of potions are these peddlers selling?
The kind that give ordinary folk powers they shouldn't have. Curses, hexes, spells of every kind.
These peddlers, they're not wizards or sorcerers. Where does the magic they sell come from?
Couldn't say. One day they were just here. Drundrel was a good place to live before they came. Now that the Seeker's here, it can be good again.
I want to help these people. But my mission is to fight Dark and Raw.
Rahl isn't the only evil in the Midlands. He has his sympathizers and collaborators. It's the Seeker's duty to fight them wherever he can. Remember, before chopping off the head, make certain the body is dead, lest the head grow back.
What lesson is that?
Well, listen, just something I learned in the cookbook.
My lady.
It's all right.
Theodora Rymus. At your service. I have chased away the men who were threatening you. Is there anything more I can do to please you?
There is. The potions you sell. Where do they come from?
The old Prophet's Temple, 2 leagues north of here.
We'll need our horses back.
I'm sorry. I sold them to a trader.
You what?
No. He left town this morning. But I can take you to the temple.
Well, that's not necessary. You can draw us a map. Then, Theodoro, I want you to leave this village.
Leave?
You can't just let him go.
Leave this village and take up honest work. Do you understand me?
As you wish.
That magic peddler, Rymus. What did Kaelin do to him?
Now you know why she's called a confessor. With a single touch, Kaelin can bend anyone to her will. She can make a person tell the truth, that's a confess her part, or she can compel him to do unimaginable things.
I saw her do it back in Harlan. She made a Daharan soldier kill his comrades. I didn't understand what was happening. But why did Rimus come back? And the way he was looking at her.
It's one of the repercussions of Kaelin's powers. The confessed falls in love with a woman who confessed him.
In love? I don't understand.
It's complicated.
I'd like to know.
It's something that's not easy for Kaelin. It's a heavy burden she carries. It's not for me to talk about. Maybe she'll tell you. I didn't mean now.
Kaelin! Richard!
What if he wakes up? As long as he's wearing this, he won't be able to use his magic.
Kaelin? Kaelin!
Zed!
He's gone!
We have to find him.
Peddlers.
We know where the temple is.
Maybe this is the wrong place. Maybe Rimus lied to you.
It's not possible.
Well, what? They've moved?
But where?
Josiah?
Zedekis, old friend. Forgive me. I hope my men didn't hurt you.
My companions.
They weren't harmed.
This is how you greet an old friend. I'm glad we didn't part on worse terms.
I heard there was a wizard in the village. I assumed he was working for Doc and Rahl. If I'd known it was you, I would have invited you for roasted partridge instead of having you abducted.
Why would you assume I work for that tyrant?
Well, the Midlands have changed since you disappeared, Zedekis. Sorcerers and dark wizards are everywhere, ready to do the bidding of whoever pays the most. I have so much to tell you, Zedekis. But first, where have you been all these years?
No tracks. Anywhere.
They must have used a spell to cloak their trail.
You shouldn't have let Rimus go. He could have helped us find Zed. What?
When I confess someone, they lose their free will. They become like a slave. I don't believe it's right to continue forcing them to do my bidding any longer than I have to.
Even someone like Rimus?
People deserve a chance to change. To become better than what the world made them. Your instinct as a seeker, it led you to the boy. You could use it to find Zed.
It wasn't any seeker instinct.
But you found Jack.
The barmaid at the tavern slipped something in my drink. One of those potions.
What?
That's how I found Jack. It had nothing to do with me. But it did work. I could go back and get more.
No. Magic is not meant to be used in that way.
You use magic. You confessed rhymes.
I was born with this power. I didn't buy it in a tavern.
What's the difference?
Richard, you've seen what these potions can do. What happened to that village, to Jack?
I know you want to protect me because I'm the Seeker, but...
It's not just because you're the Seeker. Richard,
Seeker! You've got to come right away! Jack's in trouble!
We crossed the boundary 2 months ago, and we've been on the road since then.
And this young man you're traveling with, you really believe he's the true Seeker?
He has a lot to learn, but yes, he is the genuine oracle.
And take it from one who knows. You could have no better teacher than you, Zedekus. The people of the Midlands have new reason to hope.
Dare I ask what you were planning to do with me in the event that I wasn't your old friend?
Let me show you.
Aquilian. Where did you...
Wasn't easy to come by. If you had been one of Raal's wizards, I would have used it to absorb your magic and distill it into this.
You're making the magic that's being peddled on the streets of Drundrill. Why?
The sale of these potions will allow me to raise a militia, an army of the Midlands, a force powerful enough to fight Raal and his followers.
Josiah, I want to defeat Dark and Raal too, but selling magic? It goes against everything we believe in, everything I taught you.
Those teachings are from another era, old friend. Raal isn't playing by any rules.
And that justifies exploiting these villages?
Their lives are dreary. They're suffocating under Raal's edicts. The magic gives them an escape.
Magic is rare. It's special. You can't just sell it on the streets to anyone for a few copper coins. In the wrong hands, it ruins lives. It kills.
One village is a small price to pay if we can save the rest of the Midlands. You've forgotten more about magic than I'll ever know. If we work together, we can find other wizards and sorcerers working for Raal. Drain them of their magic, create a more powerful army.
You expect me to help you?
Hear me out.
I've heard more than enough. Tell him to move. Josiah? What are you doing?
I'm sorry, old friend. My work is too important.
I paid Ramos before you and your mates drove him off. Now, I want my money, or the potion I paid for.
I don't have either.
Guess we'll have to take you out on your hide then.
Lead the boy alone.
This ain't your village. And who are you to interfere? Get out of here now!
Take care of him. I'll be back.
Where are you going? Richard, no!
This is getting worse. And we need to find Zed. Who knows what's happening to him?
This is not the way. You can't keep using these potions.
I don't want to do it either. But I don't have any other idea. Do you?
I knew you'd be back. It's that pretty girl you were with, isn't it? I saw the way you were looking at her. I have something that'll make you irresistible to her.
No, I want what you gave me before.
How much can you pay?
I don't have any money.
Then I'm sorry. Can't help you.
My friend is in a lot of trouble. There must be something I can trade.
That's an interesting pendant.
This? My father gave this to me. It's all I have left of it.
Must be valuable.
Only to me. There must be something else I can give, please.
You have nothing else I want.
Sorry.
What did you see?
My friend, he's hurt. He was underground. Are there caves near here?
Dozens of them, south of the gully.
Well, how do I know which one?
The potion will lead you, but it won't last. You better hurry.
This is your fault. You and your friends.
I guess you should have stolen someone else's horses.
I needed them to buy magic.
What did you use it for?
A girl.
A girl?
Yeah.
Tell me about her.
Her name's Miranda. She works at the flower stand. Prettiest in the whole town. But she won't even look at me unless I use the potion.
Have you tried talking to her?
I don't know what to say. I can't even think when I'm around her. Of course. You could confess Miranda. Make her like me. Not just for a few minutes, but all the time.
I could never use my power in that way, Jack. Love is a choice we make. If you take away that choice, it's not really love, is it? Someone loving you? Wanting to be with you because you forced them? Trust me. Won't make you happy.
I can find Zed, but we have to go now.
Toshitaro found this out. One word from me and my little friend will make a meal out of you. Cut me loose and I'll tell him to let you go.
Toshidoru Zadeval. Quillian will absorb all of your power in a matter of hours. Then not even the rats will follow you. But it doesn't have to be this way.
Where's your militia, Josiah? All I see are thugs and thieves. Are they going to be the generals in your army of the Midlands? If you wanted to fight Raoul, you could be out there doing it now. But you're not, are you?
I need time and money to build an army.
How much more do you need? The villagers have given you everything they own. Are you sure you're not just making yourself rich? Using magic to acquire power over others?
Do not judge me, Circus. You, of all people, have no right. You ran away at the moment you were needed most.
I left to protect the Seeker.
Are you sure you weren't really protecting yourself?
Using magic for your own gain. You say you want to destroy Raoul? You're just like him.
And you're just an old fool.
Here,
Are you angry with me?
I'm not angry.
Your forehead wrinkles when you're upset.
I'm not upset. I'm...
Oh, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have gone back for the potion, but you have to admit it's working.
And when you have a problem that you can't solve with magic, what will you do then? Richard!
I'll protect you.
I told you to leave.
You told me to leave the village, and I did. But I love you too much to be out of your sight. I won't leave you again, my lady.
Richard. Richard! Don't hurt him.
He tried to kill me.
He thought he was protecting me.
I'm prepared to die for her. Are you?
He can't help it. He's not in control of his feelings.
We have to find Zed.
Which way?
I don't know.
Richard.
The potion. I think it's wearing off.
Pack everything. We're leaving as soon as the Quillian has done its work.
Why? No one can find us here.
He's traveling with the Seeker.
Do you want me to kill him?
I don't know which is more merciful. To kill him, or force him to live without his powers.
This is his fault. If he hadn't delayed us...
You worked for these people. You know where their cave is?
I only knew about the temple.
Where are you going?
Back to the tavern.
You can do this without the potion, Richard. You're the Seeker.
The Seeker of truth, not of wizards. The potion's gotten us this far. It can help us the rest of the way.
What would Zed say if he were here? If he saw you relying on magic instead of your wits and your senses? You can do this without magic, Richard. I believe in you.
I don't know where to start.
The vision you had of Zed, what do you remember?
It was dark. There was green on the wall. Glitter moss.
Does that help us?
It only grows where there's fresh water nearby. Like a river or a lake?
Echo Lake isn't far.
That must be it.
There are a lot of caves there. It could take us days to search them.
The moss is being fed by water dripping downwards. It's below the water line.
The lowlands, south of the lake. There are only a few caves there.
Take us.
I only follow her orders.
Take us there. Glitter moss.
Zed!
Zed!
My boy, they've taken my powers.
Why aren't they masking their trail?
They're moving too fast. They mustn't have time. There they are. Hey, stop the car!
Whoa! There's only two of them. Forget who's after us. Stop them.
That's the wizard who stole my powers. My lady! I tell you!
me down if you can, Seeker.
To see that which is not there, gaze upon what is.
Richard the Wizard!
My lady.
Try not to move.
All my life, I've been a thief, a liar. Thank you. Let me die with honor.
You should kill me.
We're taking you to a healer. You'll wear the Radahan for the rest of your life. You'll never have the powers of a wizard again, old friend.
You know him?
I thought I did.
You all right?
I've absorbed most of my powers. Not quite back to my old self. Maybe in a couple of days.
Maybe?
There's one thing I've learned about magic, it's that nothing is guaranteed.
Magic tore this town apart. I used it twice. I would have gone back a third time if Caitlin hadn't stopped me.
According to her, it was your tracking skills that found me in the end. It was our training that helped you defeat Josiah.
But if I hadn't used the potion, I wouldn't have known you were in a cave. You could have died.
So then, magic is a good thing?
Rymus wouldn't have helped us if Caitlin hadn't used magic to confess it.
True enough. But on the other hand, he'd still be alive.
I can see why it's such a burden for her.
So what lessons do you draw from all of this, Seeker?
There aren't any easy answers. Magic isn't good or bad, it's complicated.
That's lesson number 6.
You are making these up, aren't you?
Richard, I found something that belongs to you.
How did you...
Confessors can be quite persuasive.
I can't thank you enough. Everyone in this village is in your debt. Even if they're not going to be happy about it.
Your neighbors are just gonna have to learn to fix their problems without magic. Maybe you can show them how.
Me? Excuse me. 1 rose, please. A white one.
5 pence. Is it for her?
No, it's for you. I never see anyone buy flowers for the flower girl. I know this doesn't make up for what I did, but I hope someday we can be friends.
Maybe there's hope for them.
Maybe for them, but not for the two of you.
What are you talking about?
Kayla and Richard has feelings for you.
You're imagining things.
To see that which is not there, gaze upon what is. I see the way he looks at you and how you're starting to notice him. But you know neither of you can ever act on these feelings. So the question is, are you going to tell him? Or shall I?
Closed captioning for Legend of the Seeker is sponsored by